Namaste yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Nabila and today we will have a basic sun salutation practice. So today's practice will focus on expanding and contracting the chest to regulate breathing along with flexing the spinal column. Now, sun salutation is a graceful set of postures performed at the dawn while facing the rising sun. Having ancient origins, the sequence was generally practiced in the traditional religious way, but over the years it has become an integral part of the yoga practice. It basically involves 12 steps or asanas. So today's yoga practice will have many benefits on the physical body as well as the mental body. So at the beginning of our today's yoga practice, we will have the warm-up session and then we will prepare the muscles and joints, which will improve the blood flow, increase the heat in the body, which will definitely help to avoid injuries with the other postures. We will warm up the spine, which will improve our flexibility, and most importantly, it will connect us to our breaths. So these 12 asanas are also well structured by moving from back bends and forward bends in coordination with inhalation and exhalation respectively. In addition, most poses in the sequences are symmetrical in nature except for the Ashwa Sanchalanasana or the Crescent Low Lunge Pose. So with that being said, let's get started. Begin to stand at the center of the short end of your mat with your feet placed close to each other and hands left hanging towards the sides. Now close your eyes and take a deep breath, working on making the breathing slow and deep. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Stand here in our Tadasana or the mountain pose, and let's take 8 rounds of breathing, preparing our bodies and the mind for the practice of Surya Namaskar or the Sun Salutation. Keep your spine tall while breathing. Shoulders are relaxed but open away from your ears. Find your Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Find a beautiful rhythm with your breath. Now while standing in this simple Tadasana, join the hands in Anjali Mudra or prayer position. Close to your chest, taking the shoulders and the chest in proper alignment. Taking the shoulders slightly behind and throwing the chest naturally in front without putting the pressure at the rib cage. Stand closing your eyes in Tadasana Namaskarasana or mountain pose Namaste. This pose helps to keep the thought process in control while relaxing the mind and the body for the practice of sun salutation. Inhale and exhale. Few more times. Inhale and exhale. Focus on your breathing. Now open your eyes and inhale. Stretch the arms up and back to go into Hasta Uttanasana or raised arms pose. Make sure the movement of the arms in sync with the inhalation, and once stretched, exhale. Using the abdominal muscles here while expanding the chest will help to flex the lower back deeper. Go slow for the first time and understand the stretch felt at the entire back and at the neck while in this pose. This pose helps one to take a deep breath using the maximum of the chest muscles along with the diaphragm. Here, the opening of the lower back and the upper back happens slowly going into the counter movement in the next pose. Beautiful. Inhale again. And then exhale, bending forward with the torso, flexing the hips to go into our Uttanasana or standing forward fold pose. Exhale completely here and reach for the floor with the palms and try to bring the face close to your knees or the place where you feel comfortable. This pose helps to tone the abdominal muscles while pulling the belly in and further helps to improve digestion. A great pose to reduce the excess belly fat, improves the flexibility of our spines while opening the hamstrings and the calf muscles. Breathe. Beautiful. Now inhale, take the right leg all the way back, placing the knees on the floor, while the left foot is firm on the floor, bending the knee to go into our Ashwa Sanchalanasana or Crescent Low Lunge Pose. Pushing the hip close towards the floor while taking the lower back in a slight back bend. Gaze up, opening the chest and the shoulders. Placing the palms on the floor, rest the entire leg behind you while placing the right toes on the floor for better support. Feel the stretch at your hips, lower back and your neck. Breathe. This pose will improve the flexibility of our spine while flexing the hips and the lower abdomen. A great pose to tone the excess fat around our waist and hips, while also improving the digestion. Beautiful. Inhale again. And then exhale, bring the left leg back and place it close to the right foot while raising the entire low back upward, taking support of the palms on the floor to go into downward facing dog pose. Exhale completely here and begin the slow breath and watch for the stretch at the hamstrings and shoulders and the hips and the neck. Beautiful posture, giving the entire body a complete stretch and with the flow of blood in both directions towards the feet and towards the head. It also helps to gain muscle strength at the arms, hands, shoulders and the legs. Make sure the palms and the feet are firm on the floor so that you won't lose balance and get injured. Breathe here. 5 more breaths. Beautiful. Now inhale, bring the knees, then chest, and then the chin to the floor while exhaling completely to go into Ashtanga Namaskar or the 8-limbed pose. Balance the body on your toes, chest, and the knees while raising the lower back upwards, watching for the stretch at the base of your spine, the sacrum. This pose flexes the hips, the joints, are put to maximum pressure. The focus on balancing the body plays a great role and hence keeps the mind free of unwanted thoughts with this focus. This pose also helps to gain confidence and encourages positive thoughts. Breathe one more time. And then with your next inhalation, release the hips and place the entire lower body on the floor while raising the chest and the upper body of the floor to take the back in a back bend while resting the palms on the floor in Cobra pose or the Bhujangasana. Using your abdominal muscles, stretch the lower back to go in a back bend, lifting the abdomen, chest and the neck, and then gaze upwards. Exhale here completely. This pose improves the flexibility of the spine and strengthens the chest and the shoulders while making sure the breathing is smooth and deep. A great pose again to gain self-confidence and strengthen the entire body as well as the mind. Breathe here. 3 more deep inhales and 3 more deep exhales. Inhale again and then exhale, lift the entire body, placing the feet firm on the floor and taking support with the palms on the floor. Go into your downward facing dog. Exhale completely. Breathe. Make sure the stretch this time is deeper, as the body would have opened up completely to go smooth with the stretch. While the breathing may not be so deep, make sure it is full and slow and be watchful of the breath. Beautiful. Inhale and release. Then bring the right foot between the palms while resting the left leg completely on the floor to go into our Ashwa Sanchalanasana or Crescent Low Lunge Pose. Always make sure the same leg is not used as done in the earlier sequence. The idea of using the opposite leg here is to make sure both sides of our hips and the lower back gets the equal stretch and the flow of prana is equal to our both sides, the Ida and the Pingala. Breathe. Inhale again and then exhale, bring the feet together, placing the palms on the floor close to the feet in Uttanasana or standing forward fold pose. Pressing the tummy and pulling the belly in, bring the fist close to your knees or the shin and exhale completely. Breathe here. Beautiful. Now inhale, raise the arms above your head while taking the back in a back bend and gaze up to go into Hasta Uttanasana, raised arms pose. Inhale deep to go into the pose and feel the stretch at the spine and the shoulders. Make sure the back bend is not too strong and in a jerk. Go steady in the stretch using the feet strength and the abdomen strength. Beautiful. Now exhale, release the arms and bring the palms in prayer pose close to the chest, ending the sequence in Tadasana, Namaskarasana or Pranamasana. Placing the palms close to the chest while having the feet firm on the floor. Bring the breathing to go slow and deep breaths. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. 12 rounds of breaths. Beautiful. You can open your eyes now. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Namaste.